This unique population distribution creates a lot of fascinatingly bizarre situations across the continent. Australia is therefore among the most heavily urbanized nations in the world, with the overwhelming majority of the population, around 90%, concentrated into relatively small urban areas that only account for 0.22% of Australia's total land area, with half of the overall population living within just these red areas, and the other half almost entirely living in these blue areas. Overall, around 85% of all Australians live within just 50 kilometers of the coastline, meaning that there's hardly anyone deeper into the continent's vast interior. This unique population distribution creates a lot of fascinatingly bizarre situations across the continent. For example, this is the Shire of East Pilbara in Western Australia. It is roughly the same size as Japan, but there's only a bit more than 10,000 people who live here, and half of them just live right here in the town of Newman. It's basically just a small town, but with the space of Japan. Then, perhaps even more strangely, there's the pastoral unincorporated area down here in South Australia. This dot is the city of Adelaide, Australia's 5th largest city, home to more than 1.3 million people. And immediately adjacent to this oasis of urban life is the pastoral unincorporated area, a territory that's roughly the size of France, but is only home to a whopping 3,750 people, making the population density something like 178 square kilometers of land for every one person. That is roughly one Aruba's worth of land for every single resident inside of the pastoral unincorporated area. Then, there's also Anna Creek right over here. This is a huge territory that's slightly larger than Israel, and yet it isn't a country or even a governmental entity at all. No, Anna Creek is actually just a privately owned cattle ranch. The largest cattle ranch found anywhere in the world by far that is only staffed by 8 full-time employees according to Wikipedia. So, this entire area that's the size of Israel is usually only home to less than a dozen people and around 10,000 cows. Australia is really, really, really empty.